Alright, I'm going to do springs and the heads, and then I have a surprise. So, at the end of that video, I was like, oh man, I want to do something. So, I wanted to make sure it was a cool idea. All things considered, not wasting anyone's time, not doing blah blah blah. So, I'll explain that after I crank out these here springs. Been a while. These guys out. I actually have a set of Elgin roller tip rockers, but they are like double or triple the weight of these. I don't know. Like, I want to ask some people. In my opinion, they don't do anything except for most of them break because they are cast aluminum things, or at least they sure look and feel like it. Look at this. This guy's mint too. Everything's mint. Should I do the socket trick? Yeah, we'll do the socket trick. And then I've had like a cheaper one of these Valvespring tools for a long time. I bought another one like 2 days ago just to try something else. It was like 30 bucks. 30 or $40. I don't, it's insane. It's insanity. So my other one works great. It just wears out and I purposely don't use power tools on it, but it wears out the center guy that pushes down both springs. Obviously, that's the one taking the most amount of force, travel, etc., beating. So, let me get my sockets and whatnot. Okay, should we see if we can do it? We'll go like right here. So I just got a 15 and a 3-inch extension, and I guess we'll see if the 15's enough. It should be to let those springies come out. Keepers. Maybe not. Maybe it's not big enough. Oh. You should do that first because they stick after all this time. So normally when you put air in the heads, I do that and it goes pop, 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 pop. And it breaks this loose so that this will happen, hopefully. No. Let me take this off. What am I doing? Oh, you don't look very small. Oh, no, there it goes. I'm going to need to get a solid hammer, probably. It's taking a lot of force to knock this loose. Here comes the heater. Try another one with the extension and a real hammer. Alright, I got like a framing hammer, roofing. Feel free to disagree, but that's how I know it. 20 ouncer. Alright. I don't want this to go flying. Yeah, that worked. The extension bounces. Bounces quite a bit. Oh, I heard one of them go somewhere. This one won't come out. I don't want to... Huh. Caught it. Yeah, I think I need a bigger socket. I wonder how bad it's shaking the workbench. Oh yeah, that goes way around the outside. Yep. Yep. Probably this one will work now. Yep. Look at that. Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. There it is. Nice and quick. Nice and quick. Alright, we'll flip it over too. Get all this gunk out. The keepers. Alright, I'll have to take these crappy stock plugs out. Also, yeah, I'm gonna let my heater warm up and blah bitty blah.
Hi neighbor, welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things?
Alright, kids, I got Cleater in the background there. So what we have here is, this is a base for the spring perch, spring pocket. These are the top hats that push down onto der Springern. And then seals and keepers. So just gotta be jamming all that stuff in. And that's it. How about I do one or two? And then I bring in you. Okay, changed my mind. I'm doing this one first. It'll be funny if I mess something up. So I'm gonna snip open the bottom pieces real quick. We're gonna get two out. Come on, don't spill them all over. And flat. Flat. Ta-da! And then you can hammer these down with a socket, but funny enough, I bought the BTR one years ago because it wasn't expensive. It was very fairly priced. Let me get it is over here. Was over here. There's extras, extra seals. That's a crank pinning kit. Wow. Here's the puller for it. Where's the other? Where are you, man? Where did you go? This is frustrating, huh? Son of a bee. Literally. I had it in there. I have the tool that comes with it. I don't have it. Oh, it would be really neat to show you guys the tool. So, yeah, that ain't happening. Anywho, it even comes with, like, you can thread this in and push it down instead of hammering. It's a nice whole thing. And now man, that's annoying. What is this, a 13? It looks like a 13 goes down pretty nice. Only thing you gotta watch out for here is when you're hammering on the outside edge here, you can just rip the seal. So I scrutinize sometimes between 11, 12, 13. That's why the holder is nice. I mean, it's just something I've collected. What's this one? The 12 is feeling pretty locked in today. Look at that. The 12 is like snap. So that's what's going to happen. The 12 and the dead blow. I like my other tool too because you're like thud and it goes dink. It makes like this positive sound. Maybe my other hard hammer will. It makes this like I'm bottomed out sound. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what I mean. Let's put this guy on. Let's use the hammer. Usually you can hear the tone. Right there, thud. You can hear the clunk. So that's one way to do it. And then we're going to try my brand new valve compressor that I have not used yet. And compress this down with the tops installed. I can't tell you how many times I didn't put a base plate in or something and had to take everything apart that's brand new that I just put together. You know how that goes. It's like not being able to find your BTR Valvesprings seal installation tool. It's frustrating. Alright. There's a whole springy dingy. Look at these things. They're jewelry. Oh, I got keepers here. I got my valve spring tool. Let's see how this... Can we guesswork this whole thing? It comes with an instruction sheet. Nice enough. Alright. I mean, they all work a similar way. So that's going to be the spacer right here. And then this is going to go on top of it. Yep, pretty much. That is pretty much it. Let's put the flat side there. And then what do we got here? We got these guys. They bolt down. Right? Totally guessing. It'll be okay, don't worry. Oh, and then they have, they come with two. They know you're going to tear that wear item one up. What is this, 12, 13? 13? Dang. Let's turn this on low. That seems good, but yeah, this has to come up. So, this guy, upside down. Come on. Go ahead. There it goes. There it goes. Usually you put a bunch of O-rings, or when you go to do this, look at that. Wah, 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 wah. What was I saying? Jeez. You normally use a lot of washers. You just pile some washers on this guy, and it saves the material and everything, makes it last a little bit longer. Now that guy's on. I can put these guys back in. You learn as you go. It's like, what do you want? That's my email sound. Yep, it comes with... Is this the thing to push it down? Oh, yeah, okay. Dummy. You're a dummy. You use the plate. I don't know what. I don't have all my brain. It's late. Yeah, so it's gonna go like that, I think. So yeah, this goes down. This goes down. This goes down. Does this hold better or something? No, the spring doesn't fit in that anyway, so we're gonna go this way. And you washer this, and I will probably spray it with some marinade. Just because I have, you know when you have an irrational fear or you do something a certain way, even though you really don't need to and you know it, but it helps you sleep better at night? Everybody has one of those. I really feel like Bob Ross right now. That's cool. Everybody has a day like that. It's okay. I was watching him the other day again. Yes, they have a gigantic YouTube channel for Bobby Boy. Is that the right size? No, it felt funny. What is this, 15? It's like a 14 or a 9/16? They're the same size. Kids, it's like one of the only size things I remember about wrenches and things. I get everything else wrong. I do not like impacting these because I'm like, I have to do 16 of these, and if I zippy boy that and it rips a thread 3 of these 3 cylinders in, I'm gonna be mad. It's just such a, I don't know. You know what I'm getting at, I think. I like to think anyway. This is nice. How far? Oh, we're starting to hit a bind. Huh. Well, let's see if we can. Keepers. Ooh, you know what works on these keepers if you're having a trouble, like they're not sticking in? Axle grease, high temp axle lube stuff. Or, you know, you could probably use petroleum jelly too, but it has just enough where it'll stick in place. Seriously wish my brain was turned on today. Those are in. Just had to go down. It's just getting that much tighter. It still has safe travel, but shoo, it has some. It says on the sheet it's like 400 some pounds at a certain crush height. Holy Toledo. Yeah, so this, I can't imagine this is gonna, like I said, it wears out the, oh, stop talking and install the keepers. Come on. I think we're there. Yep. Yep. Hear them? Ta-da! Yay! We did our first one. That wasn't bad. I gotta do that like how many more times? Oh, my stud moved. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not gonna film all of them. I'm gonna, this old Tony, this. You ever watch
Hello,
that guy? Fantastic.
I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you. First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your homes. If this is your first time with us, let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Let's go up to the canvas here and let's get started.